Hello viewers of national television, welcome to this English news edition of Fabien. Nyonizige here, top story. Students at the Kamenge Technical Secondary School are urged to respect hygiene measures and demonstrate responsible behavior to prepare for their future. This call was made on Wednesday by the First Lady of the country, Angeline Daishimie, during an awareness session on preventing epidemic disease for these students. Welcome once more. Those are headline details now. Students at the Kamenge Technical Secondary School are urged to respect hygiene measures and demonstrate responsible behavior to prepare for their future. This call was made on Wednesday by the First Lady of the country, Angeline Daishimie, during an awareness session on the prevention of epidemic disease such as cholera, mpox, and Ebola in boarding schools. Jiva Daishimie for more details.
During this awareness session on preventive measures against mpox, cholera, and viral hemorrhagic fevers, Dr. Liliane Ngurutse stated that Burundi, like other countries in the region, is facing outbreaks of these diseases. She explained to the student of École Technique Secondaire de Kamenge the origins of these diseases, their modes of transmission, their symptoms, as well as methods of prevention. At some of diseases such as cholera occasionally appear in certain schools. The minister in charge of education, François Hajarimana, announced the establishment of a committee responsible for monitoring hygiene in school establishments. This initiative aims to improve property in schools in order to prevent diseases in the school environment. The World Health Organization representative in Burundi emphasized the importance of intensifying awareness effort regarding the prevention of these diseases, particularly through regular hand washing and the prompt care of anyone suspected of being infected, with the goal of protecting students' health. In her speech, the First Lady of Burundi stated that it is important for young people to know the preventive measures against these diseases and to raise awareness among others as well in order to prepare for a better future for themselves and for the country. She reminded the students that they must preserve their health in order to contribute to the development that the country aspires to achieve. She also pointed out that Ebola cases have been reported in some countries in the region, urging students to become well informed about the disease and to protect themselves against it. Angelina Daishimie urged the students to follow the guidelines issued by health authorities, including regular hand washing, social distancing, and other preventive measures. She also advised them to stay away from drugs and alcohol. To conclude this awareness session, Angelina Daishimie donated 336 mattresses to École Technique Secondaire de Kamenge and wished the boarding students a happy new year, also offering them refreshments.
Validate the compilation of matters still governed by Customary law in Burundi this Wednesday. This took place in Bujumbura during a meeting that brought together legal professionals and representatives from various public institutions. According to Alfred Ahingejeje, the Minister of Justice, this activity marks an important step in the process of harmonizing modern law with the customary practices still in force in the country. Jivan Daishimie for more details.
Key points contained in this collection of matters still governed by the customary law in Burundi mainly concern the education of children, marriage and family, the management of family land, social life, as well as speech and the values associated with the Kirundi language. Experts who are members of the commission responsible for contributing to the drafting of this work presented how ancient traditions and customs were organized, whether in child education, marriage, public speaking within the household, and many other aspects. They made a comparison with the current situation, emphasizing that numerous changes have taken place. They observed that certain Burundian cultural values and practices, although of great importance to the country, have been abandoned. As an example, they mentioned the education of a child from an early age through adulthood and the establishment of his or her own household. They also stressed the various traditional stages of marriage formerly practiced, which differ considerably from those of today. One expert pointed out that certain positive aspects of traditional education should not be neglected. Parents should closely monitor the organization of their children's time, and education should be a collective responsibility, as was the case in the past. Another important point concerns the evolution of the rules governing the transmission of family land. These changes are said to have facilitated the entry into families of individuals who are not originally from them, which has led to land disputes and other tensions. The minister in charge of justice, Alfred Ahingejeje, stated that this collection would contribute to a better organization of the existing laws, while taking into account Burundian customs and traditions, so that justice may be fair to all. Participants in the meeting also made their contributions. Some requested that traditional practices concerning the organization of family land be respected, so that the land remains the property of the family's descendants and is not sold, in order to prevent the intrusion of other families into those to which they don't belong. After analyzing the document, the participant validated it. It should be noted that the content of this book will help in drafting laws aimed at harmonizing modern law with customary practices, as requested by the head of state in his address to the Burundian people on March 8, 2025.
As a part of Burundi's vision to become an emerging country by 2040 and a developed one by 2060, cities must be developed. This statement was made by Leonidas Nibigira, Commissioner General of the Burundi Housing Authority, Obuha French acronym, on Tuesday during a visit to the Uwinherekwa quarter in the Gihosha zone of the Nahangwa commune. He emphasized the importance of obtaining building permits before construction to avoid any kind of problems. Jackson Irakoze for more details.
After the work carried out by the national agency in charge of urban planning and housing known as Obuha in French acronym, the road construction project in the Uwinherekwa neighborhood has begun. Machines and workers are on site, as observed by the General Commissioner of the agency during his visit to the area. Upon arriving at the site, what stands out is the presence of rigid pipes found within the road, as well as electricity wires. Commissioner Nibigira Leonidasi emphasized that the goal is to ensure citizens live in well-developed areas protected from the dangers of floodwaters, enabling them to thrive in a more advanced country. The General Commissioner also urged Burundians to respect construction laws, particularly regarding building near roads. Citizens are encouraged not to build in spaces reserved for roadways. By doing so, they will support the agency's initiatives and contribute to the sustainable development. It is important to know that anyone wishing to build must first consult with the national agency responsible for urban planning and housing.
And to end this news, the official launch of the Burundi Stock Exchange, the strengthening of the legal framework, and the monitoring of the implementation of audit body recommendations are among the achievements of the Capital Market Regulatory Authority during its 2 years of operation. This announcement was made by the Director General of the Capital Market Regulatory Authority, Arsene Mugenzi, this Wednesday during a press conference dedicated to reviewing the achievements made in 2 years of activity. Jackson Irakoze for more details.
This press conference, organized by the Capital Market Regulatory Authority, aimed to review the achievements made during its 2 years of existence, the results obtained, the challenges encountered, and the future prospects. The Director General of the Capital Market Regulatory Authority stated that many activities have been carried out during these 2 years of operation. However, he pointed out that there have been challenges including the shortage of Burundian experts capable of supporting this sector, the need to better promote the mission of the capital markets, as the public still struggled to understand how the regulatory authority operates, along with other difficulties. He concluded by announcing that plans to encourage investors to use the capital market to seek financing, compensate those who have incurred losses in this market, and incorporate the digitalization of the capital market operation. He concluded by announcing plans to encourage investors to use the capital market to seek financing, compensate those who have incurred losses in this market, and incorporate the digitalization of the capital market operations.
We'll round off this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.